class is useful when you want to select something specific on the page, right? So let's say I want to select this particular paragraph and I want to make it different than all my other paragraphs. And you could do a lot of different things to select that. But one of the ways you can do it is give it a class. Now, you could either give it a class or you could give an ID. ID we went over in the last project. But the difference between ID and class is if you want to use it again. So let's say I want to make everything on my page a specific color of blue, some certain paragraphs on my page a specific color of blue. Now, if I want to make more than one item a specific color of blue, then I use a class because classes are not unique. They can be used over and over again. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. So this paragraph tag, I can see this page is inside of a paragraph tag, right? So I can give it a class called, I'm just going to call it blue paragraph. Or blue text. Let's say blue text. That simplifies it. You want to give it names that aren't specific to a particular instance, names that you can use throughout your site so you don't have too many classes. So again, it's just an attribute. I put it inside the opening paragraph tag, class equals blue text. Now I'm going to go ahead and go to my CSS, and I need to select that class. So the way that you select a class is to type in dot and then the name of the class, which is blue text. And then you do exactly the same as any other selector. You give it a set of open curly brackets and close curly brackets. And then anything you do inside of here is going to apply to anything that has a class of blue text. So if I change the color, right, let me make it some kind of crazy blue so you can see it really quickly. Okay, so there's the color blue. So again, the way I selected it was a dot and the name of the class. And now that particular paragraph, just that paragraph, is going to be blue, right? So all the other paragraphs on the page are not blue, just the one that has the class of normal text. Now you can go down and you can give this class to other things. Like let's say I want some other paragraph. Let's say I want this paragraph to also have class equals blue text. Right? Now this particular paragraph will also be blue. Right? You can also apply it to things like list items. So I can do class equals blue text, right? And this list item is going to work. Now what you're going to notice about the list item is that just this little bit, this little part, the little bullet is blue. The reason is because A-links are actually one of the most powerful styles there is. And so my class can't actually overwhelm my link. So I'm going to show you how to put it in for a particular link as well. Okay. So again, I can keep on adding it. I can add it to an H3. I can say class equals blue text. And this particular H3, right, that H3 is now blue. So classes are very useful when you're going to repeat a specific piece of style again and again and again. You can make anything on your page a class. So to make a link a class, because links are very useful to color differently, right? You don't want all the links on your page to be one color. So let's say I wanted to add a class over here of blue text. Oops, sorry, messed that up. Class equals blue text, right? So this is inside of my A tag, and you'll notice I have one of those fake links, href equals quotes, hashtag quotes. That's just so it's a fake link. And then inside I also put in class equals quotes blue text. Okay, so now what will that do? Okay, what you notice is it does nothing, okay? And that's important. Again, links are much more powerful and you have to actually style their pseudo classes. So I'll show you how to do that. So if we go over here, so instead of just selecting it like this, for a link, I have to select it like this. I have to say a:*link, very much like we did in the last project. And then I put the dot, blue text, right? And then come the curly brackets. And now whatever I put in there should work. So this means that any links, right, with the blue text class will now be the blue color. So let's look at that. Okay, you can see it worked. This is now I link that has that particular color. So for this project, you should use lots and lots of classes. So make sure you're using classes throughout to style your links separately, to style a specific H3 if you need it to be a separate color, to style a paragraph separately. You can use classes anywhere in your HTML, and then you can mark them up or style them in your CSS, and you have this really great tool for making very specific style choices throughout your website.